Here is a solution, and it's got two equations. We're going to do the substitution method first. So the idea behind the substitution method is you pick one of the variables, and then you solve for that variable, and then you substitute it into another variable. If you can have it where you already have a variable that has a coefficient of 1, these numbers in front, these are called coefficients. This is your term. The coefficient of this term is 2. The degree of this term is 1. So anytime you have a number attached to a variable, that's the coefficient, okay? But if you already have something that has like a 1 in front of it, substitution method might be pretty good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this equation here and I'm going to solve for x. And the reason why I'm going to solve for x is because it already has a single x. That's going to help me out, okay? So we have x minus 2y equals 3. Now, in order to move the 2y, I need to add it on both sides, right? And then we're going to combine like terms. Once we add it on both sides, a negative 2y and a positive 2y, those cancel out. And then we just add these two together or combine them together, right? So we're going to have x, that goes away, equals 2y plus 3. So now that we've solved for x, now what we want to do is we want to substitute this x. We want to substitute this x back into the second equation. So we're going to take this x and we're going to substitute it into that equation, okay? So I'm going to write that second equation right here. So we have 2x plus 3y equals 13. And we're going to take this value for x and we're going to put it into that x, okay? So we got 2, and I'm going to put that in there. We know x is 2y plus 3, right? And then we're going to say plus 3y equals 13. Now this works well being the substitution method because you can literally, you get rid of one variable. So that's the whole idea behind this. So now right here, you're going to do the distributive property. Okay, so let's just continue solving for this. So this is going to be 2 times 2y, right? Plus 2 times the 3. That's me doing the distributive property. And then we're going to write out the rest of this. 3y equals 13. Hopefully so far so good. I hope that's not too small. You have to let me know in the comments if it's too small. So that's 4y plus 6 plus 3y equals 13. So now let's combine like terms. We have a 4y and a 3y, right? So that's going to be 7y plus 6 equals 13. And then now let's solve for y, okay? So if we're going to solve for y, we need to move this 6 over here. So it's added. So to move it, I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to put it with the 13 since those are like terms. That gives us 7y. This goes away, that becomes 0, right? And then 13 minus 6 is going to be 7 because 7 plus 6 is 13, right? And then we're going to divide both sides by 7 because we're solving for y. And when we do that, these divide each other, 7 divided by 7, so that's 1 times y. And then y is equal to 1. Simple, right? So now that you've determined that y is equal to 1, come back to your first equation and substitute that in there. And let's see if it works, okay? Okay, so now we have x equals 2 times 1 plus 3, right? And I'm going to put that in green because I want to make sure you can see. 2 times 1 plus 3. So now let's just do the math. So x equals 2 plus 3, x equals 5. So we are currently saying that our solution, we're saying, is 5, 1. Well, always check your work. I know it's like, oh, I got things to do, whatever. Check your work. Because if that one time you don't check your work, you're gonna be mad if you get it wrong. Okay, so let's just check our work. Okay, let's just check. Let's just do a quick check. And if you have a calculator, you can do a quick check in the calculator, right? So x minus 2y equals 3. 5 minus 2 times 1 equals 3. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 3 equals 3. Okay, it works for the first equation. Now let's check it for the second equation. I'll put it right here. Put it right underneath. 2x plus 3y equals 13. 2x plus 3y equals 13. So 2 times 5 plus 3 times 1 equals 13. 10 plus 3 equals 13. 13 equals 13. Bet. So this is our solution for the equation. Now, because it has one solution, do you remember what that's called? This is an independent system. Okay, this is an independent system because it has exactly one solution. So that means when you graph these two lines, they intersect each other. I'll put the graphs intersect. Okay, that's the substitution method. Very, very simple. Okay, so the solution of the system is 5, 1, independent system. And again, if you already have a variable that has a coefficient of 1, whether it's the x or the y, and you're solving with two variables, then substitute one into the other. A lot of times that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So yeah, so don't shy away from that. Okay?